gotta know, baby. Don't know if I can do it. Somebody got to help me through it. Yeah, I got a monster on my back. Yeah, get the monster off my back. I got a monster on my back. Oh yeah, I got a monster on my back. You won't let go. Yeah, I gotta know, baby. Don't know if I can do it. Somebody got to help me through it. To get the monster off my back. To get the monster off my back. Yeah, I gotta know, baby. Don't know if I can do it. Somebody got to help me through it. Yeah, I got a monster on my back. Yeah, get the monster off my back.
Audio Jungle.
Chickity check, check, mic check. Let's get this show on the road. Thank you all for stopping in. Gonna enjoy ourselves a little Star Realms card flopping this evening. It's time! Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Thank you all for stopping in. We're going to get a little bit of stream action tonight. We're going to lead into Rick's stream. We'll be streaming 2 hours. So we'll be giving him a little raid action after we're done. Till then, we'll warm up the cards. See if we can get some wins in. Maybe a little arena, maybe a little ranked. No real agenda beyond that. So we'd fill up some time here. We got Brian in the house. We got Lex in the house. Thank you both for stopping in. Yes, Lex, there is a timer. It was going to go at 10 minutes, so that's why you had to wait. I wanted to get in a little bit earlier there. I was testing out a new tune that a gentleman that I know is a DJ on the side. He does a little music, and he offered to let me use some for my use. So that's what we had going on in the starting soon screen. All right, first things first. I need some music. So let's get a little tunes going on here. Allegedly copyright-free game music mix. So we'll see how well that holds up. The last one that was allegedly copyright-free, I went and checked the VOD afterwards, and there was like sections here and there that were still muted out. So I don't know if that just means that they are close enough in sound that whatever bot that they use sniffs that out. But it's all good. I'm not really too interested or worried about the VODs right now, more just the live streaming. If you are active, can I get maybe a thumbs up, thumbs down on the music volume? I like to have it around, but I don't want it to be overpowering by any stretch of the imagination. Otherwise, let's go ahead and hop in here. I think I've only got one active game at the moment. I do. Against ScrewFX. So, funny story, ScrewFX is someone that I've actually worked with for about the past 3 to 4 years. And I knew he played some of the other card games out there. Down just a notch, can do. Appreciate that. Actually, let me move it over here instead. So I had just randomly was talking to him, and I mentioned my Legend card that came out, and then he dropped to me that he plays Star Realms, just the vanilla. Doesn't play a lot, but he has played it, and he's played for a few years now. So ever since then, we've just been challenging each other back and forth. And he's asked me for some tips and tricks. I try not to lead him too far down the bad path. Yeah, this game's almost over. So vanilla, I'm noticing, because I don't play a lot of straight vanilla anymore. It gets very swingy after a little bit once like some of the purchases are in. Yeah, exactly. A small world. Like I said, just found out DG3. Like I said, him and Lady G3 live literally 2 blocks away from me. Said this gentleman plays. So just more people out there than I think we know. And actually, I didn't ask who the members were, but I invited him to our group today. And he said he already saw a couple of his friends that he games with were already in our group. So even smaller world with that. So maybe I'll find out who they are and we'll introduce them there. All right, so I do have a game against Mighty Sig as well. I'm just waiting for him to take his turn. That is actually for, I believe, the SRPC League, which I'm doing very good in the qualifying round. Currently undefeated, so I just cursed that. But I had to beat some pretty stiff opponents. I had to beat C-Bus Ripper, a couple other people. TDB Moss has sent us a challenge. We've got core set, we have bases, we have fleets. Yes, that is very true. Stig takes his time and does his thing. So, Mr. Moss, if you're in the house, thank you for stopping in. We will definitely play your game and get that rolling. All right, he is ready to roll real time here. so let's take a look here. So we're going to have a lot of ships, a lot of bases. No chaos, really. I think scrap is going to be key, but I also think economy is going to be key because there's going to be big purchases. He starts out with a battle pod for that trade roll control. I'm a big fan of that card as well in the first place. Trade roll control, 4 damage, kills most bases, most normal sized bases. It's just a good card all around. We'll take the barter world and we'll fly over here. To me, this is almost like a colorless card. I would buy it in almost any color just for that ability to get that trade roll control. And again, like I said, that magic 4 number for me gets the damage in. All right, so he is going with the trade wheel as well, so he can start factioning off for the extra damage on both of them, and he's going to get a little bit of trade there. We are going to have to take Blob Destroyer because that would be ridiculous if we gave him that, but we did just flip him a battle pod again. So we'll see how committed he is to the cause. He's got 4, so he's going to grab that. I can see Battle Pod Corvette, Battle Pod Explorer. Okay, I could see either one of that. So we are going to grab the launch. Even though it's Star Empire, it is basically colorless. We'll also grab the survey ship. Same thing. You don't have to be in Star Empire to use that. It's going to cycle. It's going to get you that extra trade. And they both scrap themselves. So they'll jump out when they need to. All right, so he has the first scrap card, and he did flip us the other. And, ooh. So that's where that trade roll control, there we go, comes in. Nice. I should actually say that I should have 1 loss. I have an opponent that made a very big play error. I can't remember their name. They're new. I didn't recognize them, and or at least new to me. I'm sorry. So they had me down to 7. They had 5 damage. And then they pulled CEO Shaner off the board, and instead of grabbing an Explorer and doing the 2 extra damage, they grabbed some non-damaging ship off the row. I can't remember what it was. And they were just fishing then at that point, and they messed up, and they definitely should have had the win on that. So, that's one of those cases where, in hindsight, maybe just a little more experience of playing, you see that easier. But, yeah, in a tournament format, you've really got to be on your toes, even if it's, a little more casual, like some of these are. Really review those plays. I will say I don't know their time zone. I believe our game ended very late at night, so maybe they were tired. I certainly was. So he's got 5 trade. He's 1 short of the flagship, 1 short of the battle blob. He's going to go battle station. I don't disagree with that at all. He's got damage already built up. He's going to start scrapping. He's going to put a blocker up there to soak up some damage. I can't combo the Blob Destroyer yet. It's the only green. You get a ship that does 6 damage. Yeah, that can kind of clog up your deck if you're not in that color at all, but you still really can't pass on it either. So let's see if we can develop enough trade here to buy a big ship. We can. So he can potentially, if he gets the right draw, he could buy any of these ships. He has a fairly good shot at grabbing Battle Blob or Flagship. My fear is he gets enough to buy, let's say I buy Dreadnought, and then he buys the other one and then scraps the other. I guess I'm still grabbing Dreadnought here. There's no question about it. It draws, it does big damage, it sacks for even more damage. It's still happening. So let's see what happens here. Depending on what he draws, he's got 10 cards. I mean, we could get lucky to just draw 5 scouts. No, didn't happen. So he's got 6. But he can't scrap the other one. So that's the big bonus here. I assume he's going Battle Blob. He could hate draft the flagship from me, though. Or hate purchase, I guess, in this game. I'm using a magic term. I'm sorry. Brian said he lost 2 games, managed to win the 3rd, and steal a close one from Fudge. 4-2. Yeah. 4-2 should be good. Okay, so he does stick with his green. Goes Battle Blob. I would as well. No question about it. I should see what he's got here. So he does not have he's okay. He has 3 trade. The flagship's gone. if I don't buy it. But I've got some card draw going here. I've got the Blob Destroyer. He does have bases now. I almost want to just grab the Ram. It's going to give me the burst purchase power. It does 5 damage by itself. It's nothing. It just does. It doesn't draw the card, and it's not going to bounce off for 5 life. But I only have this one blue base. So I am actually going to go Ram here. It's a good overall, and well, it's going to be gone. He's going to scrap it. So we are going to. Do we start looking at taking life here yet? Not yet. We're going to get that survey ship. We really want to cycle through. Maybe one big turn. We'll dump both the survey ships to hit him with a double discard. Well, I don't know if we'll do it that soon, but we'll see. Oh, so he's already scrapping out. He's going for the kill now. He's popping that Explorer. He grabbed... Okay, so he got rid of the Stealth Needles, getting rid of the flagship. So we kind of thought that was going to happen. We already knew that was going to happen. I'm honestly perfectly fine grabbing Corvette if it comes down to it. Let's do a little drawing here, see what comes up. We do a Fleet HQ. Fleet HQ is in the house and available. I can't imagine that being a deciding factor here. Compared to like a safe play of grabbing the space station, getting some defense, getting some damage, getting another burst purchase, another big ship or base pops up. We still got that Corvette for the other two. We are going to grab the space station. I can already hear it. Oh, Blob Fighter. So he is so heavy green that this is a must purchase. We don't have a choice. We're getting towards endgame. So yeah, we will get rid of the Explorer. I don't know if we're in position to get rid of these survey ships yet. Because we have a high variance here. We have 7 starters still. We have 3 card draws, but we have 7 starters. Kind of want to make sure they'll cycle. You know, whatever. I'm just going to do it. We're going to go for it. See what happens. Yeah, events, they give and they take. I am pretty sure that I lost to DG3 in his own tournament. So I can assure you it's rigged. And I will be filing a complaint with the Better Business Bureau regarding that. He is going for the throat, and I don't fault him. Oh, wow, we're at 1. Yeah, I was not expecting that big of a turn. And we dead. So, it was a good try. We'll make it look good. Rip. So, we have loss to Mr. Moss. Her splat. So, he actually had a relatively weak hand in the end, but it was definitely enough to get me. So, good game, Mr. Moss. Good game. Thank you for sending that. So, that takes us down. Alright, so we're going to get another game in here. If anyone wants to, yeah, trade wheel. I mean, if you can double them up like that, it's silly, but they actually do have a pretty good effect. So if anyone else wants to send a challenge, otherwise I'm going to maybe poke in the arena or maybe get a ranked game going. Flexible Explorers. Alright, let's go take a look at that. Let's go take a look at that arena. So we have, whenever you scrap an Explorer, you choose either 3 combat, 3 authority, or 1 trade. Wow. So is that in addition to the 2 damage that they normally do? Or does that completely replace it? I'm assuming this replaces it, but maybe not. Maybe it's an addition. It's instead of, okay. So, that's... So we've got events, we got frontiers, we have base set, we have frontier events, we have lots of events and heroes. So we're gonna have some chaos here going on. you know, let's give it a shot. Let's hop in. We haven't even started our run this week, or our attempt. And let's give it a whirl. Let's see what comes up here. Excuse me. Got a little man in the house checking us out, stopping in. You want to come say hi real quick? Just stop over and wave hi. Come over a little bit closer. Look right in the camera there. Look at the camera's right there. This is my little guy. He does stream with me a little bit sometimes. We're going to be doing a little bit more of that. Maybe doing some co-op games or some of the games that he more enjoys. Mr. Matt in the house. All right, bud. Go grab a chair. Cool. Get chill back. All right. Brian says hi. I see we saw the arena queue going, though. So we need to work on that still. But, Little Dusto is in the house. So Little Dusto is a little bit of a gamer himself as well. He's got his assortment of games on the iPad and the Switch. He also plays on the PlayStation 4, and he does play some games on the computer. So we have a struggle of limiting game time when we need to. But he's pretty good about listening to that, so cool. Yeah, I will be on just until 9 Central Time tonight, Matt, and then I'm going to switch it over to Rick's stream because I did check with him first, and he was going to stream. So I checked with him before he posted. Bonosaurus, I like it. But yeah, so I will just be on then until then, but then I'll be rating his stream. So he'll be going till 11 Central Time tonight. So this worked out well. I had a little free time earlier than normal. So that's why I said, you know what, let's just get in there. Let's do more kind of like an intro stream. All right, 1 second. All right, let's take a look here real quick. So he is going Stealth Needle Blob Fighter. He's going aggro, or he or she, they. We'll grab that long hauler. Even though now it sounds like... Nice. Look at you rubbing it in with your 18 seconds. Maybe Explorers are the better option this town, or this turn. 3 combat, 3 authority, or 1 trade. So you could get 3 trade off an Explorer, which is pretty good. So I am still, though, going to stick to the general cards for the moment, just because I have good purchase options. We definitely want that conversion yard. Alright, so this is good. Maybe we can get a better base to pop up than the Nexus. I'm just not a fan of this Nexus at all. I don't care for it. I could see it like being like a good ending shot, because it could do damage if you sack something big. There you go, you can have that. Freighter comes down, which is not anything that's very helpful for us. Part of me almost wants to grab this Mech World just to start comboing everything. Mech World is still so good. I think it's almost kind of underrated. And then we will... I kind of want to do the Explorer now, but I know Blob Miner's good. We got trade row control with it. Supply run. So let's take a look here what's in our discard. Our deck is poop. So if we put Conversion Yard up, we're going to start getting the scrap going immediately, and we know we're going to scrap a Viper out. Keep building that purchasing power. Are they really aggro yet? Not really. Oh, we have a Nanobot Swarm. What's he got for it? He can't afford it. Not even in the best of situations right now. So, but he could buy Freighter, could buy Space Station. So another option is to put Blob Miner on top of my deck and just scrap out the Nanobot Swarm so I don't have to deal with it. Trade Nexus doesn't draw, does it? Oh, if you faction it. Okay, alright. I don't ever look at that, I guess, that part of it. So, this is actually a little bit of a toughie. So we know we we wouldn't probably get it even if we put this on top. But that'll let us control it a little bit. Okay, so we're going to put that blob miner up there. And then just in case. Alright, so I was thinking maybe if we got trade hauler in here, we could get something going. Trade hauler with that, couple scouts would have been in business. But no, we'll see what they buy. If they buy space station or freighter, I don't know. I mean, I could get it, but either one of those is going to give them big burst purchase power. That I might just okay. So what did they put on top? Well, they put the Nexus up top, so they're not. I mean, they didn't like even go for the Explorer or something to like try it. He's only got 3 trade there, so that's good for us. That's really good for us. So now I don't think we need to scrap the nanobot. We will scrap the commander. We will buy the freighter. So now we have all the trade in the world. And I guess we'll buy blob miner again. Yeah, we need to start getting damage because we're going to start getting behind here. So my thing about the transit nexus though is it could just scrap a card in your discard and not really, or your hand or discard. This is hand or discard, which is okay as well. But then for 7 is the thing. It's so expensive. It only draws if it combos, which it did there. All right, so he is. So he still can't bite in the best situation here. He only gets 7 is his best option. You know, I've got all these blob miners now. Yeah, there's a lot of nexuses out there. That maybe I want to just pick up this nesting ground. It's big. It's at 5 butt. Does damage if it factions. It gives you purchase power. All right, so this is going to be kind of annoying with that 6 right there. Even with that only gives me 5. Alright, so he is not doing a ton, but he is getting more purchasing power. Did I say Transit Nexus? I did say Transit Nexus like 49 times. Alright. Yeah, that's right there. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, and we're 1 short. So I want to. That is true. I infected you as well. Alright, we'll grab the stinger. That makes the choice easy for us. So we wouldn't have had enough even with the stinger there, or with the viper. Alright. Did they pull it off here? Oh, because of the scraps. I wasn't even thinking about that. You know, I'm playing an arena. Yeah. Okay. So now we're in trouble. Now we're in big trouble. Because we have 1 scrap card in our entire deck. I guess we will just buy the space station to try to throw a bunch of bases in front and be annoying. Again, now we got damage here. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Yeah. A little lag there on the start. So it is at least in the bottom. That's a good call. Good call, Mr. Lux. And these guys are still holding tight. Now he could sack this for the 3 damage, and they could take out the yard. We'll see if they believe to do that or not. Or if they just want to time out and give me the win, I'll take that. Those wins count. We take those. They put a mark in the win column. If you are a new viewer, thank you for stopping in. I think everyone here has been here before that I can see. If you are a new viewer, though, thank you for stopping in. Feel free to give a follow if you don't mind. Just trying to build that stream up a little bit. Okay, so I'm sorry I looked away. I was looking at some stuff. Survey ship with a possible Stealth Needle survey ship. So we got Commander Zhang here, which I think we want to pull. Got lots of trade, lots of trade. We could also grab that Transit Nexus and put it on top. I think we're going to do that. I really don't want to get rid of the Stinger, but we're going to. So remember, kids, scrap this first and then buy your base. Don't do what I always do. Buy your base and think you're going to scrap this afterwards. Alright, let's throw that on top. Big base. Gives life. Gives trade. Provides damage. There's the Nanobot Swarm. I love that card. That is basically what Arc should have been. It should be exactly this card. Oh, the Stealth Needle Nanobot Swarm. We knew they had Stealth Needle. Yeah, so we're in trouble. We're in big, big trouble. Even though we have a loaded hand, it don't matter. We're in big trouble. We at least have some bases that are going to go down. Oh, we're going to grab that battle mech for sure. Try to catch up a little bit in the scrap here, which we're so far behind. That stinks. I was kind of hoping that would stay out. We'll discard a Blob Miner because we have lots of trade here from... Whoa, hang on. All right, let's figure this out. So we're going to have 9 trade. So we cannot purchase the Battle Mech and the Commodore, so we're going to get rid of the Commodore because we do want the Battle Mech. We also have Infested Moon, which they can't get unless they get rid of Blob World or Blob Wheel, which I certainly would, don't get me wrong. Question is, are they going to do that? We're still grabbing Battle Mech. I don't want to hear it. Don't be pointing out my mistakes. No, it's absolutely right. We definitely could have done that. We'll grab the Chairman. Link that up with the Cutter later. Or that Freighter right there. Okay, so... do we want to scrap Blob Miner here? They don't really have life gain, do they? So the question is, do we want to keep the purchasing power? I think we still have enough without it. We're getting rid of it. We'll get rid of one of those. Again, that wasn't even an option. You guys are making this up. That was not a play. Alright, what you got with your Neural Nexus? Neural Nexus. Yep, he is going for it. That's fine. He doesn't have very much green, and he has so few cards right now that he's basically going to be drawing his whole deck already. So this is basically a 4 damage base with only 5 toughness. So that's why I'm not super worried about that. Alright. Ban user Bri. Alright, Black Hole's hitting us here. We are able to blow up his base already. 3/6 damage. 6. Okay, so Viper will definitely go then. And I think we'll put that Burrower on top. So we'll get rid of that as well. Alright, so we've got damage right there. Do we want the Burrower on top, or do we want to try to dig for something else? That is another question. Nope, that's not my stream, sir. That's some other scrub. Some other guy that just started playing the game. We're going to get fancy here, and we're going to risk it. Probably should have, but Grabbing recycling station, not bad because we have so many starters left. That would have been nice to have. And we're a little short, but that's okay. We'll buy the bases. We'll just keep buying everything we can. It's a fire sale. This is still a good combo right here. I'm digging that. Unfortunately, the yard doesn't have an ally ability, but that's okay. It's still pretty good by itself. Later, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, shut the door. Little Dusto has left the house, left the room. All right. Stealth Needle, Nanobot Swarm. I think we've seen this before. Like I said, yeah, they're already drawing up their whole deck, which is fine. Whatever. I know exactly what's coming. So this is where they didn't even have anything to buy and put it on top. So if they would have played this Explorer first, they could at least like threw the Build-A-Bot on top or another Explorer and then scrapped it out. Also, now he's just gonna buy junk cards. It does trigger the that for us. Yeah, exactly. They're definitely wasting it. You've got to, when you have this ability to cycle out your whole deck like that so fast now, you need to put stuff in there, trigger the draw it, use it. Again, especially this format where you're going to get 3 damage off those Explorers. You're doing that all day then. You have one to buy one, scrap one. Keep one in your hand, on your deck. Just keep cycling it through. So right now his issue is he doesn't have, he's buying junk now. Yeah, they are just buying complete junk. So now he's kind of blowing it up a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, we'll put 2 on top. We'll just throw these 2 on top. We don't care about them. Let's go ahead and get the scraps going. Scrap, scrap, scrap all day long. Scrap, scrap, scrap. All right, so let's... we want both of these if we can. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have the trade, but we want to scrap. But we could draw off the Hive Lord. I heard if you buy one of these heroes, they also have a draw ability. So I've been told. So we will do that. Hey, we got a comment that helps us a lot and does absolutely nothing for them. Or do we want... Yeah, well, whatever. That one Viper should not make or break this game. Oh, do we? Yeah, we probably do. Look at that. Speaking of wasting stuff. You know what? Now that we know we have lethal, let's just do a little chaos. Let's flip a couple of gambits to give them life and extend the game. Political or tactical maneuver. We'll get some more damage off that. All right, perfect. Let's draw that up. So we're not going to drag this out any further. We're done. No, we don't. We don't drag it out. Oh, you mean we don't have lethal? Yeah, we have lethal. Let's see what we get here for the weak prize or whatever it is. This is the 3 credits. All right. So that was interesting. Screw did not take his turn. Yeah, let's get back in there. Now it's a really interesting format. Yeah, we had the hero there. So I wanted to keep that around either for that or the freighter, depending on what would come up when. Yeah. Actually, we're only 20 seconds in. I do want to go check this shop real quick. What do we got there? Okay, we have it all. All right. Go us. All right, let's go for win number 2 here. Looks like that was Mr. Tim Moss that sent us the challenge. Absolutely, Tim. Thank you for the nice comments there. Good game for sure. Powerful backing immediately for all those turn 1 triggers. So, I mean, this is pretty cool for them. I thought we had it. I don't know why I was thinking I had that. So what do we get for that? What does powerful backing give us? What is it paying attention? Oh, it gives us 5 life. That's a bad trade. Did they really just hate purchase Hartman just to get 1 scrap off of it? Just to keep that away from the chance of us getting it? Wow, that's crazy. I might have done the same. I don't know. Well, Michael would. He's just spiteful. Just spiteful. No, I mean, I guess, yeah, I would have to think about that. Based on what's on the board, there wasn't really anything else like super tempting. Yeah, and he still ends up with the long hauler. He's still down a Viper on his deck, so it definitely still works out for him. We'll grab that Stinger all day. Now we'll go Burrower. Burrower. We can't talk today. Quasar, we'll shuffle it up. Shuffle up and deal. Alright, we'll grab that Hot Explorer. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's no way he knows I only have 3 in my hand, so he's got that extra trade turn 1. Give it a shot. We get double Stinger here, which is pretty hot. That's 12 damage there, boys. That's 12 damage to the dome. 13 with the Viper joining in. Okay, so now, what does he got going on? He's got Warworld, which is going to put some damage down fast on us. I don't like that. So I'm actually going to grab this integration port. It's going to give us 5 defense, which is pretty huge. And it's going to give us a trade. It's, you know, it's not the quickest card, but I'm going to need to start soaking some damage fast. Warworld pinging you for 3 a turn if you leave it out. If I only get like 1 Stinger and nothing else, you know, I wouldn't be able to kill it. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Double orbital shuffle. Shuttle? Corvette's kind of a not a best purchase at this point. Orbital shuttle will give us the 3 trade right away. They don't scrap. I'm only on 1 base right now so far, so I can't really do that. We will go ahead and roll out the Explorers. Give those a shot. Very cool, dude. Hang on. Little man is wanting to show some of his Pokemon cards. I know it is. Hey, it's upside down too. Look at that. He's got this little binder. So I actually have big binders that I used for Magic Gathering and whatnot that I'm going to hook him up with so I can put more of his cards in there. So. Okay. Alright, so let me go ahead and take a look here. So this is where trouble comes to paradise. We don't have the damage for the Warworld, which is exactly like what I said was going to happen. I wasn't even paying attention. Did we draw a card? Was there like an event? Oh, I'll go with there was. Sure, recon mission. Okay, so we got an extra card. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. We have enough for Lab World. Alright, we're not hating on that. Ooh, we did drop him a Siege Fortress, though. That's bad news if he can buy it. That's bad news. That's 9 damage. That's 7 damage. That's 16 damage in the Math World with 2 cards. And their bases, so they could potentially stay out. Alright, so let's get the draw here. Do we start hate drafting the yellow? He's got the Warworld, he's got the Frigate. The Frigate could just be scrapped as far as we know. I don't even like that card and this card together. I mean, that's a lot of damage coming in fast. So we have potentially 5 trade, which doesn't do a ton for us. We're just going to grab it. I don't care. Doing it up. The poor man's cutter, the embassy got. Not really digging that either, but we do have exactly 3. Maybe we want to get a little life going. Maybe keep him off the blue a little bit. It doesn't do a ton for him, though. I don't necessarily think this is the best purchase option here, but we're going to grab it. We'll get the poor man's cutter going. Wait for something to flip here. Eventually, there we go. Ram. 1, 2. We can't buy. Well, we could get rid of the burrower for the ram, which will give us more purchasing power for something like Siege Fortress. Let's do that. It's going to shuffle in right away. Ooh, Missile Bot. Now we're giving up a lot of green, though. Well, I guess we traded one. We're only giving up whatever. I like Missile Bot. We know we need to catch up here. He's going to start running away. Oh, trade mission shows up with a Blob Destroyer. Okay. We're digging that. We like that a lot. All right, let's do some damage here. Yeah, lots of cool stuff popping up. Oh, well, we just want to get this stuff out of the way. That's a big damage hand, at least. So I don't know if you guys saw White Wizard Games. Really can't talk tonight. They're actually hosting my stream. So were you to go to their page, you would see them hosting my stream, which I think is pretty cool of them. As a lot of us know, they are huge supporters of their supporters. And they do a lot of cool stuff like that just other companies just don't. Or they don't do as often, or they're just not as invested, or at least appear to be as invested. So I think they do a good job with all that type of stuff. And I did mention to them as well, Rick's stream after this, so I imagine they'll be hosting his as well. I can't say that for sure, but I would venture a guess of that. So this is pretty cool. If he doesn't get anything going here, what did he blow up with this? What did Pulverizer hit? Wasn't even paying attention. Scrap Imperial. So he only got the 3 damage off of it. So MVP here still hanging out. Blocking Pulverizer. That's pretty impressive. Now here's where, did we get something where we're going to draw cards? I don't even know. Where maybe we don't want to get rid of the scouts and we want to try to get whatever. We'll just do it. There we go. Well, we don't have a card in our discard deck, and we do like Explorers this time. So we will go ahead and do that. I kind of want to grab that Plasma Bot. Again, even with Blob World, even with the big damage that Singer does, I'd like to start scrapping this down if we can. So we're going to do that. There we go. What do they have? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention, so they were able to do that. That next turn is really, really going to hurt. But they probably won't be able to buy anything worthwhile. So we're not going to scrap anything out. Let's just do half their life damage, half their life and damage. And roll it out. And we drew a pretty subpar hand. Oh, that's going to hurt. And I can't kill either one of them. So I need heroes. I need a hero. I need a hero to save me through the end of the night. Something, whatever the lyrics are. This is tough. This is rough. We're in bad shape, boys. Because we're going to take a ton of damage this turn. That is a good card, but not one that's going to help us at this moment. Ouch. We can get 3 life off of that Explorer, which is pretty cool, and we will. Because we don't have any other damage. Oh, that stinks. Yeah, this is, look at that, 16 off the pop. Didn't even play a card yet that turn, and here comes the base Wall of Doom. Alright, well this was a good game. This deck just never really developed. It is just a hodgepodge. A rainbow mess. I mean, we do got a good amount of damage here. Clear out those bases. Goodbye, Scout. So we got Blob World with Ram. We don't want to draw 2. We need the 5 damage. Well, if we draw 2, we have a chance of getting either one of these, which will either give us 2 damage or give us 3. We're just going to take the 5 damage here. So it would be nice to get Nanobot Swarm in hand. So this will give us 3 trade, and one of these will give us 1 more for 8. This will get us up to 15 damage, which we can use to take out basically the 3 most dangerous bases right now, which I think is what we're going to do. This game might already be over still. He's got so much damage now. He's going to be able to scrap 7 for machine base. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's grab that. Yeah, we got to clear bases. And unfortunately, we're done there. Yep, supporters of supporters is what they definitely are. So it's impressive. I know a lot of people, again, in our community, when they're running their free tournaments and their leagues, and they reach out to them, and they've willingly offered up prize support, things like that that are not always easy for places to do and people to offer. So good stuff. All right, we're not quite dead yet, but we have a not good draw. Consolation prize we can at least get. So we're going to discard the Viper. Because we need the trade from these guys. And I need the extra damage from this to bust through this. Alright, give us something good here. Nanobot would be phenomenal. Oh my goodness. All this is on the bottom. Nope. We be dead, son. We be dead. DED. There's a wormhole. Which is not probably going to help us at all. DED dead. What's that post back into play? Interesting. How much saucy in his deck? I don't know. Yep, we're dead. Get some of the lethal. Oh, funky format. Alright, Screw did not take his turn. Alright, let's go. Let's go get another win. Or get another loss and end our arena run. We'll see what happens. So, I don't know if you guys saw the White Wizard Weekly that was posted today, where they revealed some more heroes. And the cool part about this is now that they revealed that there's going to be dual faction 1-cost heroes. And based on the ones that we saw today, it looks like the only thing they do is they come into play, they give you those factions that time, and then you can scrap them to do those factions again. For 1 cost, I think that's pretty cool. I think that's going to be something where you're going to pick them up in the game and use that effect later. I'm kind of excited for those. Excuse me. Let's get the Blob Miner going there. I thought that was also very cool that they gave Amanda a hero card. From my understanding, I don't think she's won like a Legend Series event or anything. She did place very well in the Legend Series at White Wizard Games 2017. And they need some diversity in their group, for sure. Get some more community members in there. And she's been in our community forever. She's been around for ages. So, always in tournaments, always around. So that's kind of cool. Kind of a nice nod that they're able to offer for that. Let me take a look here. Okay, so I like Crusher a lot. It's big damage, but in this case, we're just buying Ram. It's 1 less damage. It's got the burst purchasing power. I'm just kind of hoping for a Blob Fighter there just to be greedy. So we'll see what happens here. And then the other hero, I don't think I recognized. Maybe that was a backer. There it is. Administrator Tongue.
That is.
Oh, there we go.
One of the ways that you can.
All right, there it is. I'm just watching now, so you guys probably hear that. Administrator Tongue. So I can't remember who that is. Hope they're not in our. Well, I do hope they're in our community. Oh, it is a Kickstarter backer. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's kind of cool. Like, you have the ability to, and again, the artwork on these I think is phenomenal. Obviously, I'm pretty partial to mine, but I think, to be honest, initially some of the artwork quality was kind of questionable, but it's still nice and it's still artsy. And I think now they're just it's a little more detailed, it's a little more stylish, and they've really kind of honed in on what they want to do. Let's grab that Explorer since Explorers are cool. So yeah, he's in my colors. So they said also there's 1 3-cost hero and then 1 1-cost hero for each of the color combos in the pack. So he's the 1-cost hero to my 3-cost hero. So he does the Star Empire and the Machine Cult faction. And then you sacrifice it later, scrap it later to get the faction again. Pretty cool. So I think that stuff will come in handy. And then imagine just having something like that, and then you have like that Siege Fortress or the War World, and you're not in yellow at all, but those are still good bases, and all of a sudden you just randomly pick that guy up. You know, that guy, like with War World, that's going to give you 8 extra damage if you use it twice that way. So that's kind of cool. Are we still early enough to try to get in scrap here? Yes. Why not? Why? Oh, this is like not a great row. He's got some good damage. Everything he has will blow up Barter. But if Barter World sits there and just takes damage from me every time, that's not the worst thing. So I'm going to kill one of these blob wheels. Just see what pops up. Spike Cluster. I don't mind that card. I kind of like that card. It's little. It's 2 damage. It's 2 cost. It's got 3 butt, 3 defense. And it factions off all this green stuff. So, like, they have to kill it every time it comes up. You know what? We're just going to buy it. Let's see what happens here. There you go. We'll just get this green machine going. Why not? We've got my favorite card in the game. It's also Sam Hall's favorite card. The Imperial Frigate. It slices. It dices. It juliennes fries. Okay, so now we've got a ram here. Question is, do we pop that for the Crusher? I think now, screw it. Yes, let's do it. Let's get the Crusher going. Moonworm would have been nice, but whatever. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to save the Explorer still a little bit. Hopefully we'll get some big purchases. So here, this is nice. We're going to get the combo. We're going to draw the card. We're going to get the 2 extra trade. We've got oh, it takes the Moonworm. So now if we draw, what do we got hiding in here? Okay, so we're getting Battle Blob. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and get that Battle Blob out of the way. Take away the temptation for everybody else. Because it's ours. Perfect. Line them up again. We'll just assume it's the same ones. It couldn't possibly be duplicates that we bought. It's the same ones. These cards right here, they're not the same. Yeah, I thought our card looked awesome. I'm going to go back there and look at it again real quick. His looked really cool. Hers, yeah, I didn't really look at it that much because I was kind of half paying attention. That's awesome. It's got like the Dr. Octopus thing going on with the tentacles coming out. They are, looks like aliens from the Aliens movies, like spears on the end of the tentacles. She has 3 of those. Are they coming from her back or from her side? It's hard to tell. It looks like they're coming from like their right shoulder. So that's interesting. So you can definitely tell she's got like some blobbish features, like with the green skin. Again with the tentacles. It's kind of cool. She's a soldier. She's got the 2 guns going. She's ready to roll into battle. All right, very cool. Hello, Mr. Elvis. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Mr. Elvis is a random Star Realms player that at the end of one of my streams, where I said I was going for an hour and a half and I went for 4 hours, I said, hey, let's just see if anyone else is on. Like, if anyone's playing, because it's usually not often there's anyone else streaming Star Realms. And sure enough, there's this other guy playing Star Realms. And so we hopped over there, we introduced ourselves, we raided him, and swindled him into joining our cult, aka our Facebook group. And I've been happy to have him on board ever since. Alright, we're going to start popping cards here. We start getting rid of some of this stuff. Those were the days where you knew nothing about our group, and you were innocent, and now you've been corrupted. Alright, I got Protocol here. But yeah, I still tell people about that. I think that was really cool. Alright, so we're going to scrappity scrap scrap. We're going to grab the old missile bot. We're going to hit that Protocol, and we're not going to do anything there. Let it rip. Okay, so now I kind of wish I would have to maybe get a blob cycled up with that, but we'll see. Maybe they'll pop an event for us. Get some card shuffling going on. What do they got here? I always try to look right. Oh, it didn't let me. I tried to look before it shuffles. So, okay, this is good. We've got Chancellor. It is a party. So, Mr. Elvis, after I am done in an hour, Mr. Rick, aka Darklighter, will be streaming. If you stick around for that, we will be raiding him after this. Do we want the Plasma Bot? I don't think we need it. I think we just go for the damage here. We're racing. I've got a heck of a hand. I have a winning hand if he doesn't put out too much stuff. If he doesn't gain too much life. He does have life gain in his hand, or his deck. So we'll see. And he's drawing lots of cards. Still so far, 0 life gain. I think that party is over. Oh, look at that. Good game, Silverware 41. That was fun. Was definitely fun. But the party's over. What do you mean, bummer? What are you trying to say? Trying to get wins here, man. Trying to get shiny cards. And a trophy for my star. Alright, there we go. Bummer. Don't you bummer me that. Alright, let's see how long this one... I guess the last one, I think we hopped in there pretty quick. I don't think we had to wait very long. I see Mr. Silent L lurking. I don't know if he said anything or not, but welcome aboard, Mr. Silent Al. Maybe he's limbing up to his boomer. I'm a boomer. Yeah, I'll agree. I've definitely linked up my games much faster than before. You still get a little bit of weight, but oh, Michael was talking about the other guy, showing some sympathy for our opponent. We don't do that here. No. Strike hard, strike first, no mercy, sir. Or is it strike first, strike hard? Now we gotta go look it up. I'm so embarrassed I have to go look this up. I am so embarrassed that I had to look that up. It is strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir. But John Kreese just messed me up, man. I can't even think straight. Alright, so we got some cool stuff going on here. Let's see what they buy. Cobra Kai, baby. So apparently season 3 of Cobra Kai has been ready. Like they just finished like the last part, but now it's going to delay till next year, unfortunately. Did you see the teaser or the trailer for season 3? I have my theories on who the secret character is going to be that returns. Alright, what's he going to buy with this 3? Does he buy the Burrower? What do I think about the dodgeball teams? What dodgeball teams? Trade bot. What's this dodgeball you speak of? I kind of want to go Blob Fighter, and I want to give him that with the Burrower. Theme, that is. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't actually even look. What? Something's new is going on with the dodge of the balls? Let me go take a look. Dodgeball. Star Realms Gymnasium. I did not see the logos. Let's go take a look at those. Those are possibly the best logos I've ever seen in my life. Those are fantastic. The only thing I think I might have done differently is I think we needed a little G.I. Joe in there instead of the dinosaur. But I'm not going to complain too much. These are fantastic. This is my childhood right here. All day. All day, air day. Got a little Voltron, a little Transformers, Space Ghost, Silverhawks, Thundercats. Thundercats on Hulu, by the way, the original Thundercats. I've been playing that in the background a lot lately. Loving it. No Joes. Yeah. Sorry, you can't have it all. Well, I don't know if it was ever in the cartoon, but there is a Space Force G.I. Joe, but I get it. They do have a space shuttle too, the Defiant. Yeah, G.I. Joe was definitely in space. I will admit that I am a adult who buys dolls. Now these dolls may be G.I. Joe figures and Transformers and things of that nature, but I do partake in the adult collectible dolls. Ooh, from your discard to your hand. So we can pull the Enforcer mech up. Is there anything we want to buy for 1? No. Yeah, the flag is still, I believe, the biggest piece, but not by much. The Defiant is pretty huge. But I do believe the flag is still the biggest piece. Yes, we will. So we will grab the Enforcer mech, put it in hand. We're going to try to keep as little bit or as much purchase power as we have. Just go to the Viper. There you go. That's not good. We'll see what flips here. This could be bad. Yeah, I'm actually in a few collecting groups on the interwebs and the Facebook. And there's like just the oddball ones that I remember as a kid. Like if I see something once in a while, I'll grab it. Like there was one of my favorite toys ever as a kid. There was 3 3/4 inch size, same as G.I. Joe, but they're the A-Team, and they came in a 4-pack. And my dad had actually bought that for me twice as a kid. I think it was like '83 when those came out, somewhere right around there. And he bought it for me twice because the second time, or the first time they broke. Like I broke the guys quickly or something. Anyways, so a guy actually had some of those, and I went into like a little, not auction, but it's almost kind of like a game of chance thing or whatever, and I ended up winning those. And it's actually like a full set, still in the package, and apparently it's worth a fair bit of change. But it's just kind of cool. It's like something very, very nostalgic for me. That as soon as I saw it, like you just immediately kind of remember that good memory, and so I just kind of picked it up. Nice, yeah. The conventions are cool. Unless you're really into it, you're not going to buy too much there, just because that's where they go to sell to the other people. But by all means, it's still fun to go check around. But yeah, that's where you can also find some pretty rare stuff. We like Hive Lord. We like Hive Lord scrapping this row. We also like just buying Battle Blob too, though. Hive Lord will also kill. So if we buy Battle Blob, we can't kill Mobile Market. That means he's got minimum 3 trade on board. He could build up to buy that Imperial flagship. I don't care. I do not care. We're buying our Battle Blob. We're sticking to it, and we're going to do it. Yes, if you can buy them at the convention, that's phenomenal. Because most of the time, not always, most of the time they're pretty cool and collectible. And they're going to be worth more later, and they're harder to get. So I'm one of those people, like, I'm not so much worried about the value. But if I see something I like, I want to get it. And then if I don't notice it till afterwards, and all of a sudden the price is ridiculous, where it's not worth my time getting it and justifying to my spouse why I'm buying toys for myself and not my son. But that's another story. But yeah, especially if you can get the Comic-Con and, like there's a G.I. Joe convention going on in 2 weeks that I wish I could go to, but I'm not. It's in Georgia. It's called Joe Fest, of all things. But there's a bunch of guys there, and then there's exclusives that'll be there for that. I actually have a Comic-Con exclusive Cobra Commander where he's standing at the presidential podium, and it's part of the storyline where Cobra actually take over the country. He's actually running it. It's pretty cool. I've got it like in a box stored over there, not displayed. Just sad. I should probably do that. So let's see what he's got going on here. Oh, I actually have a couple guys right over here by me. I didn't think about that. I keep just a couple dudes out once in a while. We do have... Oh, his wings came off. We do have the old Thundercracker here. With this stupid thing that never stood up since like when he was new. I picked this guy up not too long ago. Guy, I bought like 2 Joes off him, and then he just randomly had that as well. He does have all the wings and everything. It's just sitting over here on the side. I think I knocked them over and they came off. But just kind of cool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I could see that anything you could have something like that, especially if it had a projectile. I could see being very hard getting through. So we'll do this action. So we weren't even paying attention, but he was not able to get the flagship, which is good for us because we're going to blow up his world now. And we're going to do the things. No, we're not going to buy that. So, and then I've got... For obvious reasons, my favorite Joe, Dusty. Put him right there. Apparently, this little bipod right here is hard to find because obviously, what did we do as kids? We just lost that stuff. We didn't care. We destroyed it. That little bipod right there is rare. So it's harder. It doesn't usually come with it. I think it's like 10, 15 bucks just for that stupid bipod by itself. So a buddy of mine actually, I helped him out with some things, and he had some of these guys still at his parents' house in the basement collecting dust. And he said, "Hey, I'm gonna go pick up some of that stuff. Would you want something out of that?" I said, "Yeah, just very simple. Do you have a Dusty figure?" He's like, "Yep." Story after that was done. I certainly did. I thought that was phenomenal. I thought it was very well done. I'm very leery about anything that wasn't the original cartoon because of I didn't get into Beast Wars and I didn't get into some of those other ones that they try to do the offshoots. Okay, we're getting low on life. He's got a shuffled up deck. He doesn't have a ton of damage though. We're gonna draw the card. Yeah, I mean maybe it's something that I kind of had like an unconscious bias against that I didn't think I would like it, and maybe I didn't give it an honest shake. I'll gladly admit that. I know I've done that with some shows, some toy lines, some movies when I was younger. Nice. So maybe that might be worthwhile for me to, roll back in. Plus now I'm kind of getting into the little guys, like kind of, he's 7 now, so he's graduating from, he's past all the Paw Patrol and all that, stuff like that. So he's gotten into, he's actually watched like Clone Wars and he watches stuff like that. So I'm trying to like slowly introduce him to some of these shows. Some of our shows don't hold up well. I will gladly say that. Some of the original Transformers, some of the original G.I. Joe episodes can be very, very hard for him to grasp onto just because it's not as relatable right now. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, grab that cutter to do that. Okay, we're running a little bit of trouble here. He's gaining lots of life. He's got a hero that draws on the board, so he could get a burst turn. He's doing it now. Okay. So, yeah, and like I said, I mean, the more I think about it, I almost guarantee that was just a built-in bias against it that I wasn't, like, going to give it a good shot. So, let's do this. Let's do this. Do we get rid of... So, the blob wheel is really only going to give him a draw off the burrower, but it also could give him a burst purchase, so I can buy lots of stuff in one turn. I'm just going to kill it. I'm not going to deal with it. Yes, there is I think it's called Raid on Cobra Island, or Assault on Cobra Island, something like that. There is the new G.I. Joe Classified figures that came out, that new series. I have some of them. They're obviously very hard to find because a bunch of old men like me go to the store and they just sell them out immediately. And they're like limited print now because they're slowly coming out. But some of them are for that. There's supposed to be a game based on it. And we'll see what happens there. But, yep, definitely a game coming out. Yeah, the new figures are actually really cool. Of like the first set, there's like the first 5. I ended up getting a set for myself that I still have in the boxes, and then got a set for my little guy as one of his birthday presents. And we took all his, he wanted to take his out and he wanted to play with them. They're super articulated, everything from like wrist, elbow, fingers on some of them. I mean, you can like move everything, and they come with lots of equipment. I was pretty impressed with the detail. They're collector quality, for sure. So I can get, I mean, they're like $20 a pop. They're not cheap. They're not little $4 or $5 toys, but they are good quality. And even the boxes that come in are like display quality. Like, again, mine, I'm just going to leave in the boxes for now, and I can display them up, and it would look nice. And they got like nice artwork and stuff on them. All right, what's going on here? I assume he's going to buy the hero. I mean, I would, but who knows? Yep, there he goes. Did he get life with that? Why? I guess, I don't know. He probably, you know, I could have a good hand here. I don't, but I could have. All right, let's see here. So we're in a little bit of trouble, boys. Not gonna lie. Was hoping to fish up an event, and that did not happen. So now I'm kind of stuck because I do not want to fish if I can survive. What's he got? Oh no, I'm dead. 5, 6, 7, 8. Does he have it already? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so he's got it already. Okay, so we got a fish. Gimme. Gimme. I can't believe this game got that far away from me. I just really was not. I mean, of course. I guess technically we might stay alive for a turn. I'm not playing that. Hit that old end turn. And there's the scout because we didn't play it. So we've got a brutal hand here if we survive. But he's got 2 draws. He's got Corvette. He's got Mobile Market. 12, 15, 20. I mean, that's still not enough. That's only 21. I don't know if there's anything I can draw into that can do enough. 24, 31. I mean, so in a perfect world. So we need him to scrap Mobile Market. And he's going to leave it out there. So we're dead. That's unfortunate. We'll just see what happens here. Yep. 2 draws and we drew poop. We drew poop. Fishing for that event. Take time. Take your time card. Apparently this is the point where we wait while the server catches up. Nope, just a big old card. That is unfortunate. So close. Look at that hand. Some of that sauce would have been nice. That's not meant to be for us. No, no, no. Are you just really slow rolling the last card in your hand? Oh. Oh my goodness, boys and girls. And now I'm drawing those crappy cards that I fished with. That I will now be using to fish. Because now we're exactly short the amount of space on that base there. So let's grab that. I think we want to put, yeah, one of these on top and then hope we get a draw. So, card from discard, put that on top. That still doesn't help us, though. Buy the yacht. Buy the supply bot. Really? That hurts. What a tease. I don't think there's a way he doesn't have this. Or they, I should say. Spinzar should have this pretty easily. 5 damage. Right there. Smash. What? Oh, he's doing his event. I'm like, what is he doing? There it is. We will hit the concession button. Just because they're going to play out their stuff, and I want to deny that because I'm going to be that guy. Even though people do make mistakes, like I mentioned in the SRPC right now. Guy had me dead, misplayed. I won next turn. So things can happen. All right, boys and girls, I need to take a pit stop at the restroom. So we will be back momentarily.
And let's be honest, life's a competition. So if I'm going to play, then I'm gonna play to win it. I refuse to sit and rot at a desk all day unless I have a passion I'm working towards, okay? I'd rather be dead on the outside than inside. A bullet to the head than 25 to life in a cubicle alone, just trying to get by, building someone else's dream instead of building mine. If you're hearing me, this is meant to inspire. If you have a dream or if you have desires, a girl in your life that's making you feel that fire, go fight for her, man, go die for her, man, cause you only have one life, one chance to do it. One chance to prove it to yourself, so don't lose it. You got this, fam, just keep pushing on through it. One day you'll look back so glad you pursued it. Yeah, things are gonna get better real soon. Yeah, I'ma just do me, you just do you. I swear it's gonna get better real soon. Don't let anyone tell you what you should do. I got a clear view. We're gonna make it soon. Just keep pushing through. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. You're what you got to lose. Just keep pushing through. Cause what you got to lose. 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 I won't give up, I won't back down till I'm lying 6 feet underneath the deep ground. I won't give up, I won't back down, cause nobody's stopping me except for me now. I won't give up, I won't back down till I'm lying 6 feet underneath the deep ground. I won't give up, I won't back down, cause nobody's stopping me except for me now. You won't stop me now, because I got this now. I got the formula and I'm about to drop it loud. So what we talking about? There is no talking now. We take action with passion, we're rocking now. It's tick-tocking now, the clock's talking down. And all I hear is haters try so hard to talk me down, but they can't stop the sound, already on the ground. Everything is growing faster than I can count. You ain't gonna stop me now, because I got this now. I got the formula and I'm about to drop it loud. So what we talking about? There is no talking now. We take action with passion, we're rocking now. It's tick-tocking now, the clock's talking down. And all I hear is haters try so hard to talk me down, but they can't stop the sound, already on the ground. Everything is growing faster than I can count.
All right, we are back. Excellent, excellent. So on my way back to the desk, I stopped by and grabbed the A-Team thing that I was talking about. So I thought I'd just show it. If you like it, cool. If you don't, I really don't care. It's very cool to me, very sentimental. As mentioned, it's like one of my favorite things my dad ever bought me as a kid. It's like from like that era of my life, and that is these guys. It's still on the card. It's still got all 4 figures. It's got all their equipment. I was really surprised to see it. It's got like a little bit of like water damage on the bed, so it's not mint by any stretch of the imagination. Couldn't really get it graded if I wanted to, but I'll never open it. I'll never play with it. I'm still going to get like a hard plastic case to put it around and protect it. But it's kind of cool. It's got all their equipment in there for the guys. Anyone's familiar with the show, anyone old enough. So yeah, that was one of my favorite shows I used to watch with my dad as well. My dad used to let me watch a lot of the action shows and movies. A-Team, Knight Rider, Airwolf, all that good stuff. Rambo, Commando, probably a bunch of things I really shouldn't have been watching at that age, but that's what we did. Exactly. I did not mind the remake, the movie that came out. I was perfectly fine with it. I thought it hit it on the head for what they needed to do. So I know sometimes they make these movies out of the old TV shows like that, and it can be way off. You had like Dukes of Hazzard with Stifler and stuff in there, and it's like, eh. Even though that was still pretty funny. You have to go into it low expectations, I think. The one that actually really surprised me that they redid. Yeah, it would have been nice to see more of them in there for sure. To like see them all like meet up, or like at the end of Starsky and Hutch, when all of a sudden they run into the original guys, and it's just kind of a funny scene. That'd have been nice to see. The one I was really surprised the remake was actually 21 Jump Street. I just thought that was going to be complete garbage, and it was very funny, very hilarious. I thought they did a pretty good job with it. 22 Jump Street, the sequel was like, it was okay. But I thought 21 Jump Street was actually pretty funny. So, all right, let's take a look here. I want to bust these guys out and play with them, set them up, but I can't. Never will. It's kind of cool. BA's got the heavy machine gun, and Face has got a flamethrower. Hannibal's got some C4, so it's kind of cool. There's actually vehicles and stuff that came out for it. I had the van, and I think something else. I didn't have a lot of them, but I think it was like the van for sure. Then they also came out with 6-inch figures that were bigger figures, and they actually came with like more stuff. And I remember I had B.A. Baracus, and they actually came with like a toolbox, and they actually had like rubber, like miniature tools in there, like a wrench, a screwdriver, a couple other things like that. So that was actually kind of cool. Like there was detail on there. They weren't just like printed on. Milner Lord wrote that they were amazing. Seems like a bad timing. Yeah. All the Lego movies are fantastic. Obviously, the little guy is into that. He's into like the Lego games as well. But the Lego movies, I just thought they were phenomenal. Yeah, exactly. Any of these guys, like the A-Team, or obviously, all these offshoot other figures, or even Star Wars and stuff like that, all being around the same size. We used to do battles with all of them. Of course, now knowing what I know and knowing how much stuff is worth now, thinking about all the stuff that I know and me and my friends destroyed back then, sports cards. Oh my goodness, all that stuff kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I don't like think about it. But yeah, and of course my dad, same thing, putting baseball cards into the spokes of your bike to make it sound like a motorcycle, and then knowing some of the cards that he would have had when he was a kid. So, all right, let's take a look here, see what we got going on. All right. Yeah, exactly. That's a very good point, Al. They're worth what they are for multiple reasons. One is because we now grew up with that stuff, and we now have that disposable income to buy those stupid things so now it keeps that value. But also, exactly, if everyone kept it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. So it is kind of nice. That's the other thing I like about some of these collector groups I'm in, and just seeing some like the holy grails that people find. I really get into the stories too, where people find like something that is very unique and special to them, and to someone else who might not be that big of a deal. A lot of those are like they'll collect like one certain figure, and then they'll have like 30 of that figure or more. I think it's pretty interesting, just because they like it. If that's what you want to spend your money on, by all means, do your thing. So, yes, 100% agree with that as well. There's something to be said about that. If you never opened your toys as a kid, you didn't have fun. It's like, let me put this up here and never touch it. No, you got to crack those things open. Absolutely. Well, if no one wants to send a challenge, I will go ahead. We already did the arena run. We're not in anymore. Yes, we got smoked. As per usual, let's do a random real-time game. I'm going to leave all of this question mark except for these dirty missions. I'm going to start this up and see what happens here. See who's in the queue and looking to get stomped. Hopefully they get stomped and not us or me. You guys get to watch. So Matt was telling me he's been playing Brian's format and he likes it. I told him he's dead to me now. And then he tried to tell me, you have to look at missions in a different way. I'm like, no, I don't want to. I'm not going to. Get off my lawn. Tinker Bacon. Tinker Bacon in the house. Tinker Bacon is level 27. You mean Matt was already playing missions? They might have. There we go. Let me shuffle that up. Draw the 4 at least. He's got the 5. He does buy the space station. He denies us a space station. So now we've got a couple of 3s. He's going for the burst purchase. I think we're going to do that as well. We're just going to do it up. We're just going to eat it. Because we know he can't do anything this turn. He's going to buy 3. I'd probably buy the frigate. Yep, there you go. We have 5, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping we'd do something better with that. Bacon doesn't do much when there's still expensive stuff, so... And the thing is, too, so he's going to try to go little colony, I imagine. We drew the 6. And look at that. He... What just happened? There's no way he knows I have 6. And he bought Falcon instead of using the space station and his scouts to buy like colony. I don't get it. Oh, good night, dude. I love you. See you in the morning. All right, little Dustin says good night to everybody. All right, so we'll grab the heavy cruiser, I guess, and we'll grab the battle bot. I am still trying to figure out that play. I mean, it's going to work out for him now since I couldn't buy anything. Maybe not, because he doesn't have the trade. I wonder if that was planned or if he messed up. Oh, so now... Is he, like, seriously just keeping space station for the... I mean, he is winning by a lot. I can't argue with that fact. But did he really just keep space station for that? Just to do damage? Yeah, whatever. I'll just waste money and put more cards in my... There we go. We've got a ton of trade. Is he going to get rid of it for the Obliterator now? Does he know this gives him 4 trade? What are we playing? I'm lost. I have no idea what he's doing. I feel like this is the end of the Karate Kid, and Daniel's doing the meditation thing, and Johnny Lawrence has no idea what to do, and John Kreese is screaming at him, "Get the point! Get the point! Get the win!" And then he's just gonna come and crane kick me in the face. Part of me almost just wants to buy the trader. Forget that. We'll get the Obliterator. I mean, I guess we're blowing up his space now. I don't think we want to go into that blue. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah. You know, you definitely sold him on the missions. Which is... It's kind of ironic because Matt is very hard to sell on new stuff, and he'll almost like the way he responds. He almost thinks like you're trying to con him. There's like a couple things I've talked to him into, like about like stream or something like that, and like he's like all about some things, and then some other things like I don't know if I want to try that, and I'm like, why would you not try that? So I was surprised that he hopped on board with that that quickly, but if it's something he tried and he had success with, I could see that. And like I said, he shared with me he was having some good success with it. So, all right, so we've got not good stuff here, but we do have a Ravager. We'll grab that up. Again, he is still just space stationing for the defense and the damage, I guess. I don't know. He's winning. These are those games that you lose that you just shake your head. You don't understand how you're losing it. But, oh, there's Colony Siege Ship, which I could use the blue card for. Which we don't have. He's got blue. Oh, he did get that warning bacon from me. Do I have like... Yeah, I never got my red to go with it, I guess, maybe. I don't know. So, do we want Star Fortress or Loyal Colony? I think we will grab... We don't have very much scrap, so we're going to grab the Star Fortress for the double cycle. And then we'll kill these two cards. And then we'll do that. And we'll do this and that. And a little bit more of that. Bacon. Pairing up right away with the Convoy Bot for big damage. Man, I am getting stomped here. And his deck looks like poop. Mine looks like poop though too, to be fair. I mean, I've got a lot of green now coming. But I'm not scrapped at all. So the variance level is high. Yeah, if you stick around, maybe I'll sing for you again later. We'll get that colony going. Oh, would have liked to get that blob fighter. Did I just do some weird flip? Look at that. We got a bacon glitch there. Yeah, it's showing his deck now when I click on his discard. Weird. You saw here first, folks. I am amazed I lost that. I don't get it. Not only did we lose, like we got stomped. 25-point difference. All right, Brian, let's give I'm titling your format a shot here. I don't even know what it is anymore. You'll have to enlighten me. I know it's got missions. What else you got? It's core set, I believe. Events, I'm guessing, have to be in there. Are heroes in there? Just say they are. No vanilla, huh? So Gambit's in the house. No promos. No bases. Events, heroes. No fleets. Cosmic Gambits, of course. No command. We do got heroes. Got missions. And then optionally Frontier events. So we will do that. Just for more shenanigans. Does this look right? WGEH. CUM with an N. Done. Real time doing it. New opponent found. Briar Eye Stupid. Still waiting for Twitch to finish up my affiliate application thing. So when they do that, that'll be kind of cool. because then I can get subscribers and things like that. And it'll be just interesting to see what we can actually do with it. Again, I'm trying to get into streaming more. I'm streaming almost every week now, and potentially like see if I can do even more than that. Thanks. Yeah, we hit it last stream on stream. I had the notification pop up. That was pretty cool. It was like out of nowhere. Let me see if they got back. They said it takes 3 business days. And when I checked earlier, it still wasn't done. It's still not done. So, whatever. I'll wait. Not in a big rush. I think it would be cool. What's not cool is this queue. What did you get me into? Was it adding N? Did that throw it off? Did that kill us? Making emotes, huh? I know there's a lot of free programs. Free programs online. There's also, you can even do stuff with your phone. There's free apps where you can make emotes and logos and stuff. I haven't messed with it too much. Cool, cool. Oh, looky who we have here. We have Jana Ann trying to crush my hopes and dreams live in front of the world. Well, we will have to show her what's up. And probably get stomped, but that's okay. I don't even know what my missions were. Alright. Blah, blah, trade, trade. Couple ally things going on. This is not a good hand for anything I want to do there. Not even remotely. She's got a really good start here. Probably. Definitely let her know I agree. And she's most likely correct. Whatever, we'll just buy that. This is not good. We'll see. Good thing I didn't use that. Viper would have been drawn. So we'll see what she's got going on there. So she's going to bust out here. So who was that Nate posted? Got like a turn 2 kill with damage? Or did he do it? I know he posted it. I'm just assuming that's like one set with all gambits and all events. Super Grandma. Alright, that's who it was. That is crazy. Oh, a while ago? Okay. I suppose if you're playing and the cards just pop up. So... we'll just buy the Star Barge. Play a little safe. Explorer in hand. Another Explorer in hand. Because apparently we really, really want her to have Factory World. Is what they're telling me. So the best I can do is get one extra trade out of this. Which gives us 7. That does give us Imperial Palace. But we like Peacekeeper. We'll just do Peacekeeper. Be happy about it. This, but minus, really? Okay, I guess, yeah, just if it hits, it hits. You know, there it is. If you could please pass on to Jana Ann, good game. I thoroughly enjoyed our game. And unfortunately, it's over. Deck 1 Factory World. That is how you do things. That is how things are done. We'll try to get it for the heavy cruiser. There we go, we got it. So at least I can blow up Factory World, but I'll have an Imperial Palace in my face. Okay, so she didn't draw Factory World off the draw at least. So there's a little bit of mercy given. Have any blue? Yeah, we do. Duh. Me? So that would involve me paying attention to my missions and actually playing for them. That would also... Well, I wanted to get a heavy cruiser. But yeah, free blowing up Factory World would be a good thing, I guess. Especially when she plays Factory World, she's going to drop Imperial Palace as well. Yes, forgot them, looked at them, forgot them easily. Here comes the Factory World. Oh my goodness, we're spared again. So she bottom decked the Factory World. But she's got some scrap going on. She's already down to 11 cards. So I wonder if she's got base missions, like bases of 2 different colors. The Blobby McBlobsters in his house. Ooh, la la. Put 2 on top. I don't want to put any of these on top, but unfortunately I don't get to do that. So I guess best thing we could buy here is Rasmussen. Yeah. So we will put those 2 on top. We'll buy the Rasmussen. Play Peacekeeper. Get that going. Play the Rasmussen. Bam. And there's nothing out there good for us. So we'll get a silly Explorer. But we're 1 mission down, which is a good thing. Nothing good left here, so we're now going kill mode because we're dead. But so this is the bad turn. Well, it's gonna be alright. Probably not. She's gonna have so much trade. Plus she's got draw 2. So she's gonna get a mission here, I have to imagine. Since she can just pick and choose whatever you want off the board. Yep. 2 more outposts. Those are pretty good outposts to have out there. Oh, we get to play Factory World again. And we have enough to get Leviathan. This is why I die. Man, Colony Wars is just brutal. Hey, there's that central station. Just taunting us. Taunting. So now she can play her whole deck every turn. Whole deck every turn. Got it. We will... So we need 12 to get through those. We're not going to get 12. Maybe. Okay, whatever. Alright, so we can at least get Emperor's Dreadnought. Which is a good consolation prize. It's a good consolation prize for sure. Directly into play. So looks like we can blow up her world. Alright, slowly slow her down a little. Try to survive a turn. Nope. That one she can still basically kill me with what's left in her deck. We got 9 minutes, boys, before the Rickard DeMille will be streaming. When we're done here, no need to leave. I am going to shift this over there. So let's go ahead and grab this Viper. I guess we're going to do this thing. Guess I could have grabbed a Scout and did the Morris instead. Wow, we're on top of our game here, boys. Alright, there we go. So, yes, we want a card from top. Do we have another yellow? Well, we're going to draw 2. Okay, so is it better to draw 2? Alright, we don't have a blob hero. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. What are you talking about? Didn't want to do this. I didn't want to shuffle that. I did that backwards. Should have did that first and then did that. That stinks. Well, we at least kept it close. Yeah, definitely some play errors there. Folks show. Again, I don't like missions, so I'll gladly admit they're my weakness. And I'm not paying as close of attention to them as I could have. Splat. Splat. Good game, Jonna Ann. Good game. Very close, considering we had the very early factory world going. And I was able to stick in there and make it competitive at least. Yeah. And like I said, or otherwise, also if I would have just even used Morris instead, I could have scrapped out 2 and still got the draw. Yeah. Good game. Good game. All right, we got 7 minutes. Let's try to get one more real-time game in here real quick then. We'll quick start one and hope it's not a missions game. That's also assuming Rick starts right at 9, so I'm not sure. We'll see. Don't see him online yet, so he might be going on right at 9 or could be going a little bit later. I know last week a bunch of us were hanging out. I think Brian was streaming as yeah, reach out to Andrew and Rick because they didn't stream. And we were all kind of waiting for that. Yep, still almost pulled it out. So I can't be hating on that at all. Oh, double trade bot off the start. We're in a vanilla only. That's a pretty good start. We'll take that all day, air day. Mr. Pablo Sanchez is level 27. We hope he has 4 and buys the stealth needle, because then that removes the temptation for us. He has 3. Ooh, so he's gonna have 5. I could get Missile Bot and Frigate and just go to work. we're going to do. We are going to pass up the Stealth Needle. And we're going what's known as aggro and scrap. There we go. Now I almost want to I'm going to do this. This could be a little sketch. Oh, that's not what I wanted to draw. That actually really hurts because I was hoping to get a scout and buy the other frigate. Keep them away from him. Keep it only for me. Oh, boy. Okay, so now we need to trade. So we'll do that. We still want to get this scrap down as fast as possible. Let's get that Explorer going. Give it a shot. Explorer, you're up to bat. Let's see what you got. Alright, so yeah, he did buy it, which is what we're trying. Oh, now he's buying a bolt. And again, the needle, this is going to turn bad. Going to turn bad. Let's get the space station away. Nope. Alright. I don't know if the servers are laggy or what's going on, but we could definitely get a little delay in getting the turns to go. Now, see, they're kind of buying junk, though. Like, there's no way I would have bought that. I mean, even with that stuff out there. I don't know. They have no scrap. We're going to pick up that barter world. Treat it like an outpost. Oh, another for... I don't want to give them all this Star Empire. It's going to start adding up fast. There it is. But we have a battle blob. So we got that going for us. Alright, do that up. Little double scrap here. Grab a battle station. Apparently he can hear me. Wow. He's buying all the goods. Get that blob wheel going. See, Tatiana snuck in here. Thanks for stopping in, Tatiana. We're almost done with our stream here. And then we'll be switching over to the Rick when he starts up. Yeah, this is where we get stomped by giving up that stealth needle, whiffing on the frigate. I mean, how many times did it hit me with that? So, scrap them down. That's going to be good. So we're going to stink it up this turn. Honestly, this is kind of where I want something like Macworld, just something big to take six health. Okay, so he doesn't have enough. Perfect. We have enough for machine base, but I don't think we need machine base. We can save the barter world to get some life. Let's do that. Alright, so we bottom decked the battle blob, literally last card. But we got triple scout or scrap here with 3 targets. But let's see what kind of discard he's going to land us here. Yeah, there's discard 2 already. That's rough, boys. Rough, rough. So we've got a discard 2. So I think this is where we just scrap out as much as we can. I'm almost kind of surprised he didn't chuck that battle station at me. Drop me down to the teens. The lowers put me at 13. Again, he's not scrapped at all. Now he's finally got some stuff going. That might be his concern as well. He just doesn't have the scrap to get the things going. Okay, we're digging this. We're digging the discard 1 here because we're going to get rid of the trade bot, which is now where we would want to scrap that anyways. Play that action out. That gave him 21, which is not enough to kill him. That's my only big ship, so we can't get rid of that. So we will just hope we survive. Let's see what's got left here. So he's got 12 from the Stealth Needle combo, 13. So we are still alive. And that is a GG because this card alone does 12 damage. So that is definitely a G to the G. Alright, Rick is now on. So I'm just going to finish this game real quick, and then we'll raid over there to go visit Mr. DeMille. Wait, what did I miss? How did I lose? Alright, whatever. We'll look at the log later. That game was kind of the story of the night. Alright, so I appreciate everyone hanging out for a couple hours here. This was fun. And I'm hopefully going to get in more to like a routine with this. We're streaming almost weekly now. And if I can get into somewhat regular hours, I'm still working on that. It doesn't work as well for me, but I will get us over to Rick. And let me end this, and then I'll raid us over there. One moment.
I heard they didn't treat you right.